Alright, what is up everyone? This is going to be my in-depth Rek'sai jungle video where I'm just going to talk about everything you need to know to play Rek'sai as the queen, as the king Inori himself. So for starters, big changes coming up. Prowlers Claw is going to be removed from the game, but don't worry, do not fear, Inori will have builds for you in the future for that meta. So in this current patch, the one we're going to be playing on, I just want you guys to know that Rek'sai is still a very strong champion, and she will be a very strong champion in the future as well. So here I'm just going to show you guys the classic Red Krugs Raptors clear. I've just been doing it most times. In my opinion, it's just the most efficient clear. And it just gives you the most options to play around where the map might need your attention early game. Here you just want to kind of cut around, move between autos. Very important thing when you play Rek'sai is to benefit from the ability to move between auto attacks. Here, if you just auto with one more Q, it generally kills with your Pokemon. And you know, it's just about getting that fast level 3 Rek'sai, extremely strong early game ganker. Even without Prowler's Claw, she will still be a very good ganker, but it's just important to understand how we're going to be playing the game as a slow melee champion. So here, I mean, I know I'm warded, right? I'm not going to overextend off that. I'm playing as Evelyn. Evelyn is a weak early game jungler. If we could collapse on her red, that would be lovely. Unfortunately, we did not get a leash, which is always sad as a jungler when you do not get a leash. But knowing Evelyn not having inspiration room, we might be able to pop her head over here and collapse on the Evelyn child. What I like to do is I like to wait a bit to kind of see how she moves around. And, you know, just kind of play off that information. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the kill there, but we might be able to collapse on her afterwards with then maybe an E angle. Here I'm just gonna flash on her because we already got her slum, so we're just gonna collapse last. Capitalize on that. Here we get the knock up, auto attack, move between, just to maximize that auto attack value. Here we might be able to get another one. Unfortunately, no bueno though. You see how I move between auto attacks as the target is going to be in a position where he has to move. The Varus has to move towards bot tower. So even as I knock up an auto attack, I'm already inputting my commands to keep moving towards the direction and that they have to be going in. That's like a big thing for you guys. I want you guys to practice is move between every auto as fast and as efficiently as possible. Maybe this is a Rek'sai surprise. It looks like that was, it may be my birthday. We'll check the date, check the birth date. It could perhaps be Inori's birthday once again, because that was just beautiful and I love when that happens. You see how powerful early game jungling is as Rek'sai. Without Prowler's Claw, I still able to get extreme value as we are. Here I want you guys to always go for that Dirk buy. Because we're just gifted with so many kills early game, I'm so happy. We're just gonna spend all that dough. And here we're just gonna, this Evelyn, she's a child, she's a dirty child that has no flash, so we have to punish her trying to steal our jungle. Never let them steal your jungle camps like that. Though the Raptor camp looks dead, but if we can punish her on the Krugs, that's where we're gonna get a lot of our value back. It looked like she already based. The Shen movement is throwing me off. Not sure about this one. I'm really not sure about this one. I think we should go on the Shen though. Okay, that was too much. I should have knocked him up and ran. That was my mistake. Lethal Temple Yone is just too strong. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to do so much damage to me. Oh, yes, the Lethal Temple. Such a fool I was to overfight there. But it's okay. The early game's still going super well. It's always good to, you know, you have to know how to recover as Rek'sai. Everything is not going to go perfectly as planned. You're not going to win every single fight. You have to understand some things will go wrong, and when you do a mistake like that, don't get it baited into going to fight again. Like, I've already spent so much time running around the map. What's really important for me is to go back and put that time back to jungling. Yes, jungling. Get those itty bitty camps down. All that time you put into ganking has to be refunded and re-put right back into exactly ganking or farming. You have to find that balance between the two. I try to emphasize a lot on trying to find that perfect balance. It's very important knowing how to find that balance. Now, and usually a trick I do is I always try to clear my jungle together. So here I do Gromp and Wolves. I clear that quadrant. So now I have those camps going to be respawning for me later. So it's not really in my, you know, I'm not too worried, you could say, about potentially getting ganked and stuff like that, because I've already put the time back into farming and clearing those camps that are very much important for us to clear. Here, Nollis is going to Hex Flash, so we just have to capitalize and go on the bear as soon as possible. So maybe we can get the Janna as well. This is what I do best. This is what Rek'sai does, and what Rek'sai does best is she punishes laners. This is how you have to play the game. You have to be a man who knows how to, yes, gank these lanes that are overextending. And also flashes, man. Flashes are game breaking. In mobile champions like Varus, Janna, when they use their flash ability, this is 5-minute cooldown that if you just think about it, it's so easy for you to punish them and just capitalize on that. Here I'm gonna base and do the dragon because enemy bot's dead. The enemy jungle already took her out of the game. She's literally trying to farm to survive. This is what early game pressure does on the map. Here's our... Here's a Prowler's Claw. So beautiful. Such a beautiful item. Unfortunately, this item is going to eventually disappear, but heads up, I looked at all the new reworked items. Check out my shorts that are going to be coming out too. Two possible options for the next patch is we're going to be building the new Ghostblade is going to become a mythic, and also Stridebreaker is getting 10 attack damage buff, which it could be an option where I could see you guys going into Stridebreaker into like Bruiser Rek'sai. So those are the options that I've been kind of dancing around with, but those are going to be your best options when they remove Claw, or they rework it into the item that no longer will be God tier. Here I'm just going to back up mid because I want this Yone to kind of suffer. You absolutely don't want the mid to be flanked. Like, if I'm so strong with my buy, what does this mean, right? It means that I fear nothing, really. Here I'm on the tracker. Oh, we gotta juke the taunt. Mind games. Yes. Yes. Just like that. Just like how we had it written. Like the commandments has told him, had wrote the laws of the time. Rek'sai does not die there. Yes. The 10 commandments do not lie. But it's all, you know, like I got that buy. What I want you guys to really take away from this is the fact that when I got that buy, what did I do? I really put myself in a forward position. I went to river. First thing I did, look for mid gank quick. My whole plan was, what is my plan? I want to get Herald. I'm strong. Herald helps me snowball the game. Herald gives me a lot of experience in gold. Herald is the best thing on the map for me. How do I get Herald? I either have to kill like one of the solo laners, or be strong enough to just kill the jungler. And that's exactly what it is. So this is the trick I want you guys to do. Since I farmed my raptors, well, what do I want to do before I base? Let's do the Krug so they spawn together. This is a little trick for you guys to remember how to, if you want to pad like a challenger like Inori, keep practicing this whenever you're going to base or wherever you want to do something aggressive. Clear them together. Very important. Here we're just going to maximize our damage because we're snowballing by going into the Dirk and Edge Knight quickly. And we're going to pad bot to try to use our health to win bot side. I mean, on average, guys, you have to remember it's the volley meta. Next patch, volley meta. The patch after that, volley meta. So if you actually want to be a human, if you want to, you're going to have to eventually help balling. You're going to have to help balling. And you're going to have to get balling in the game. Very important. You have to get balling going. And here with Herald, what's a good way to easily get my A to carry a bunch of money? Exactly. Breaking tower. So here I'm just gonna juice my Herald and try to efficiently, kind of get the game snowballing, get the ball going. Rek'sai in general breaks plates super quickly. And here I was able to just convert my jungle advantage with mid completely into the ball lane advantage. This is how you snowball games, guys. You have to transition the power of me into my laners. I have to make my team stronger around me. I can't just play for only myself. And here I already have Edge and I buy after basing. I'm just going to clear this ward and I'm just going to base. I have my buy. There's nothing really going on. I use my tempo. Let's just get this strong item, which is going to just give me so much more power on the map. And then we just go back to farming. These camps are not going anywhere. I can easily go back to these camps, right? So, but if I base on that timer, I don't want you guys sitting on like 1500 gold and not basing like that. And see how we did our Raptors and Krugs together? Now Raptors will spawn and then Krugs will spawn. And as I finish my bot side, I'm going to be able to get into that side and just efficiently clear that jungle as well. But here are dragons coming up, so I don't necessarily have to worry about that all that much. All I'm going to do right now is play for this Grom, which is like very close to blue, so it's super fast for me to do this. And then we're going to play for dragons. It's all about getting objectives in dragons. League of Legends. You have to remember, it's a lot about getting dragons. You shouldn't sacrifice yourself early for dragons. But as you're the jungler that's winning the game, as you're the better snowballing jungler, you have to transition your kind of advantage, your kills and all that stuff into more than just that. Than just like kills. That's like a thing that will separate you, that will make you much better. And if you guys really practice that, you guys will become much better. All right, this is just a one shot. If I hit that, that's a free kill too. But you know, I'm just capitalizing on where I'm strong. You're throwing a Q out just to kind of interrupt his back and continuously just applying pressure on the map. You know, as you watch me play this game, I'm always in these forward positions, front forward, and I'm just snowballing the game. This is a transition. This is a classic Inori, you know, early game snowball. This is how we're gonna get you guys to kind of snowball and transition games. Now, it's all about to capitalize on that aggression. When you're strong, when you're at these like early game 2 item spikes, you just kind of forward position. I always try to play for the enemy camps if I can. But it's like about information. Like everything I'm doing, if you can kind of see how I play, I'm generally doing everything based off information I see on the map. Like I see Evelyn on one camp, so now I know how her pathing is going to be. Or like I see Janice roaming the map, and she leaves mid vulnerable. She leaves her 80 carry vulnerable. I think about this stuff. Or I just like know how the enemy team wants to play, and I know how I want to play. And I play towards where I'm strong. A big mistake people make is where they play towards where they're weak. League of Legends is about playing towards where you're strong. You must play towards where you're strong. Your weakness will get exposed. It's about protecting your strength. Protecting where you're strong, where your lanes are good. Where it's hard for you to lose. Here I'm just kind of taking a forward position. Interesting. And we just keep playing around the map. Crazy. The mid wave is always very important throughout the game, because it gives you very good control over the map. Here I just kind of want to see how I can play the map bot side. Damn, I was trying to do that fast. Lost a little bit vision there. Yone damage was actually very insane there. Very insane. Well played to Yone. When you die to an auto-based champion like that, what do you have to do, guys? Build tabbies, correct. Tabbies is good this game. Usually I don't prioritize boots until after I finish edge. But you guys, on average, you're probably going to have to go tabbies against like most auto-based champions. And this is definitely a good tabbies game. I could have won tabbies earlier. I think it would have been good. But I don't think I would have won tabbies before edge of night because I always itemize like as much attack damage as possible so I can guarantee my one shot is like 100%. So I pretty much made this Evelyn rage quit. Rek'sai is straight good. I mean, incredible invading champion, super good invade. You just have to play towards your champion's strength. And yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of videos like this where I'm just gonna be going really in depth with you guys. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely like and comment on the video.